Hi, I'm John Hirsch. I'm from Clearfield Farm. We're here in Granville, Vermont, and we grow approximately 10 to 15 acres in certified organic mixed vegetables and a little bit of cut flowers. I've been farming for since 2013, but we moved in here in 2016. So the years before that I was on my parents' farm. Top crops, you know, it's kind of hard to say because we do a pretty good portion of our business in mixed vegetables. So I guess that's you know, any type of fruiting crop. We've got 2 greenhouses in tomatoes this year. We're going to have another acre in carrots, acre in winter squash, 3 acres in brassica, like cabbage and stuff like that. And you know, so it's just it's a mix. We try to get everything for what our customers are asking for. So retail, we're at about, I would say 75% direct to consumer retail, and then the other 25% split between grocery stores and some restaurants. We don't do a whole lot of restaurants, but it's part of the 25% wholesale. Well, we are in the ground level of our late 1800s dairy barn. This is the concrete floor, as opposed to upstairs is a wood floor where the hay lofts would be. So this is a pretty prime spot for doing a lot of wet work with the concrete floors. So this will be where product gets either dropped or put into, you know, we've got a box truck or whatever pickup truck for delivery. But I really like the idea of, we're gonna take a pallet from the field, we're gonna drop it here, bring it into the wash station, and this whole wing right here is going to be the wash station. So the way we have it figured out is in these little paddocks, each one of these is going to serve as a different type of crop washing station. So this right here is going to be for anything sold in a bunch. This over here, so once we get to this next transition, this right here is going to be for greens and things that we have, like a salad spinner and a bagging station and whatnot. And then this over here is going to house most of the, we have an AZS wash line. It's a brusher washer. This is going to house most of it, with the in-feed table being over here, and eventually some sort of chute to get it from outside down into here, so that we have just a continuous flow of what we think is going to be unwashed product coming out the same areas that washed product is coming out. So we don't want to have dirty stuff going in where clean stuff is coming out. So the way this is going to work is, we're going to have dirty coming in, being cleaned, and then someone's going to be here with a skid. So they're going to be taking off whatever, potatoes, carrots, you name it, and then they'll be bagging it and putting it on a skid right here. So then this is where the salad green station starts. So now that clean produce has exited the wash line, we're gonna have clean produce exiting this side. So we're gonna have dirty greens coming in here. We're gonna have a C shape, or I guess it would be a U-shaped flow, where we're gonna have dirty, let's say like a bubbler, a couple of wash tanks, then the spinner, and then a bagging table will be right here. So there won't be any conflict of dirty and clean coming in the same area. So over here, since dirty is coming in here and going this way, we're going to have dirty coming in here and going this way. So then what it'll be is screen going into a bin, so we can collect all of the muddy water and whatnot coming off of, let's say, bunch roots. Then it's going to come over to another dunk tank where we'll get the greens cleaned off of the bunch roots and stuff like bunched kale, whatnot. It'll be coming out of here. You know, there will be different things for the bunch greens to do. So first getting cleaned, dunking, and then who knows what this area is going to be. Probably just another table to then maybe put it into boxes or something like that. So, but the idea is that clean and dirty aren't coming into contact with each other, which is, you know, one of the keys with produce safety. But the whole thing's going to be set up to use pallets and a pallet jack in this whole area. So pallet comes in, it either can go right into this area will be our cooler, or it comes around into one of the wash stations. So we're going to have lines painted so everyone knows what's going to happen. Because I worked at a manufacturing plant and we did all the 5S or 6S, whatever you call it. It's like lean manufacturing principles, which I absolutely love. I love efficiency. So skid will come in, somebody will come over with a pallet jack. Let's say it's greens. They're going to bring the greens over to here, drop the pallet right here. They're going to come into the station and then just start washing greens. And then when they're done washing greens, they can just move the skid over to here, and now they've got clean greens going onto a skid, which can then get moved right into the cooler. And same with potentially roots that we don't have a quantity to drop them in from outside. Let's say we're only doing, I don't know, 400 or 500 pounds or something. That'll come in just totes on a skid, come over to where the brusher washer is. So, you know, you'll have your pallet jack with a skid on it, bring it over to here. This jump won't be here. And then, you know, somebody can be loading it. And then moving that pallet over to here and receiving clean onto it. So that's going to be kind of the flow for all of this. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to have all of the water tanks and collection tanks, like the one that I mentioned about spraying the roots down on a grate that's over some sort of a tank. Everything is going to go into like a central plumbing system that'll have, and I saw this on a YouTube video, a lay flat hose just going right out the side, because I don't want dust and mud and whatever getting on the floor. You know, we want to keep this clean enough to eat off of, and if you're getting dirt on the floor, you know, we're going to have to figure out something with the wash line, but we want to keep this floor as clean as possible, because, you know, this just goes back to good business management. Is what is your customer paying you for? They're not paying you to get dirt on the ground and scoop it up. So we got to eliminate that. You know, we don't need to be doing any cleaning like that. So that's, you know, we're trying to think of all that before we even get started, which I think we've done a pretty good job of. But, you know, we're going to have to see how it turns out.